The Air Force has released its findings on the recent fighter jet misfire accident. The report details how 3 distinct opportunities were missed, from training preparations to bomb deployment. We look into how these oversights by the pilots led to the accident.
During preparation for the upcoming flights on the eve of the drill, the pilot of aircraft number 1 called out the coordinates of 14 areas, and the pilot of aircraft number 2 entered them into a mission computer. Each of the coordinates consisted of 7 latitude digits and 8 longitude digits. For 14 areas, that is 210 digits and letters in total, but one of the digits in the target latitude was entered incorrectly. The pilots have provided contradicting testimonies about whether the number was called out incorrectly or whether a wrong key was pressed on the keyboard. The pilots were supposed to print out the coordinates for confirmation, but they skipped this step because a printer was not functioning properly at the time. On the day of the accident, the coordinates had to be saved in storage devices and transmitted from the mission computer to the fighter jets. But because of an error in the storage device of aircraft number 2, the pilot wrote down the coordinates by hand and manually entered them in the cockpit, this time properly. This resulted in different coordinates being entered in the 2 jets, wrong coordinates into aircraft number 1, and accurate input into aircraft number 2. But the pilots failed to notice prior to takeoff. About 20 minutes later, the 2 jets entered a holding point in the airspace. According to the incorrect coordinates, the distance between them ended up being longer than normal, so they raised their speed. Because it was a simultaneous attack tactic, the pilot of aircraft number 2 was so focused on maintaining the tight formation that he failed to notice that the jets had deviated from the target. The pilot of aircraft number 1 sensed that the flight route and terrain were different from those during preliminary training, but he was unable to confirm that accurately with a naked eye. To stay on schedule, he reported target confirmed and dropped the bombs.
표적 좌표 입력이 잘못되었는데 조종사가 적어도 3차례 재확인해야 했으나 하지 않았습니다.
8 bombs fell about 10 kilometers south of the target area. The military had initially said it was 8 kilometers removed.